We can just end the episode as soon as the A380
Singapore ground.
departs.
Singapore 3228 Super with information uniform. Requesting push and start.
That has really made my day. Look at it, isn't it beautiful?
Singapore.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tower Simulator 3. I am Gilbee and I game. I had so much fun controlling Changi Airport in the live stream that I thought it would be a good idea to come back and do another stint. Today we will be doing a 5 p.m. stint and we'll be doing a slightly different configuration to what we had last time. We'll be moving wide bodies onto runway 2 center and cargo onto 2 left, predominantly because with the cargoes we can just get them to go straight up and into where they need to go without having to do major deviations. Wide bodies, a lot of the wide bodies do actually park on the eastern side of the terminals. So yeah, bit of a change in the operations. And again, we will not be using 2 right because 2 right is actually not in operation at the airport. So trying to be a bit realistic, we will also be using the real weather, and I did tweak the instruments slightly to address my frustrations that were in the live. Let's jump in and see what 5 p.m. has in store for us. Okay, here we are, standing in the window of the tower, overlooking Jewel. Isn't that fantastic? It looks so much better lit up at night. As you can see, we've got planes galore in front of us. We've got more planes to the side of us. We've got planes behind us. A few A380s popping up in the mix. Hopefully we get to see one depart. I do see some nav lights on, yes. And it's a very gloomy day here in Singapore as we speak. We are using the real weather, so sorry to everybody that is living in Singapore at the moment. Right. According to TS3 Assistant, what have we got? We've got 13 that are boarding, and we have got 2 heavies on arrival. One is a cargo and one is a passenger. So let's jump in and get things moving. I do wish for TS4 that when we load into a game, it could have actually had all of the schedules enacted. So if there's any planes lined up at the runway ready for takeoff, planes on the taxiways ready to
Singapore
move,
ground.
so that we don't
Indonesia
have this
4981
lull at the
with
start.
information uniform. Requesting push
That's just
and
one of my
start.
wishes. What would you guys like to see in the upcoming TS4? Drop down in the comments. I'm keen to hear what you think. Right, so down here somewhere. Indonesia 4981, pushback approved, facing west.
Pushback approved
See
facing
that
west.
tail just
Indonesia
there?
4981.
So we've got a Singapore 787-10 coming in. And
Singapore ground,
a
Sri Lankan
747 cargo.
4110 heavy with information uniform. Requesting push and start.
Sri Lankan 4110 heavy, pushback approved, facing south. No pushback, huh? Sri Lankan 4110 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved
That's
facing south. Sri Lankan 4110 heavy.
Singapore 3228 super, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Singapore 3228 Super.
We can just end the episode as soon as the A380
Singapore ground.
departs.
Singapore 3228 Super with information uniform. Requesting push and start.
That has really made my day. Look at it, isn't it beautiful?
Singapore ground. Malindo 8613 with information uniform. Requesting push and start.
Malindo 8613, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Malindo 8613.
Singapore Tower, Singapore 7548 Heavy on final 02 center.
Here they come.
Singapore Tower, Shangfeng 2356 heavy on final 02 left.
Singapore 7548 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 02 center, exit at Tango 5. Shangfeng 2356 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 02 left.
Clear to land, runway 02 center, exit at taxiway Tango 5, Singapore 7548 Heavy.
Clear to land, runway 02
Indonesia
left.
4981,
Shangfeng
taxi
2356
2,
heavy.
runway 02 left at Whiskey 8.
Taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8. Indonesia 4981.
Singapore 967 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south. That one on the end.
Pushback approved facing south. Singapore 967 Heavy.
Singapore 8173, pushback approved, facing south. Singapore 3228 Super, taxi 2, runway 02 left at Whiskey 8.
Pushback approved facing south, Singapore 8173.
Taxi to runway 02 left at
Sri
Whiskey 8.
Lankan
Singapore
4110
3228 Super.
Heavy, taxi 2, runway 02 left at Whiskey 8.
Taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8. Sri Lankan 4110 Heavy.
China Eastern 1253, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. China Eastern 1253.
Malindo 8613, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8.
Taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8. Malindo 8613.
Singapore 5827, cleared to land, runway 02 left. Singapore 3959 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 02 center. This
Clear to
is
land,
what
runway 02
we
left.
can
Singapore
expect
5827.
this hour.
Cleared to land.
Reasonably
runway
busy,
02 center.
a lot busier
Singapore
than
3959
what
Heavy.
the airport actually does this hour. I think
Singapore
it's normally
ground.
about
Indonesia
60
4981
at
ready
this
to
time.
taxi.
So, yeah,
Singapore
just a
ground.
little bit more.
Singapore 3228
If
Super
anyone
ready to
does
taxi.
want a copy of the schedule, I'm more
Singapore
than happy
ground,
to
Sri Lankan
share it
4110
via
Heavy ready
Discord.
to taxi.
Drop down in the comments if you'd
Singapore
like it.
ground. Malindo 8613 ready to taxi.
Singapore Tower, Singapore 5827 on final 02 left.
Scooter 7642 Heavy, pushback approved, facing east. Oh, we can get Indonesia out. Indonesia 4981, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 left.
Pushback approved facing east. Scooter
Batik
7642 Heavy.
364, pushback approved, facing south. Singapore 967 Heavy, taxi 2, runway 02 center at Tango 8. Singapore 8173, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8. I could have just said follow company.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 02 left. Indonesia 4981.
Palita.
Pushback approved facing south,
What is Palita?
364.
Taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8.
Never heard of it.
Singapore 967 Heavy.
Palita 5365, pushback approved, facing east. Alright, let's get back up in our tower. Whoa, frame rate.
Taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8. Singapore 81.
Where's our super?
Pushback approved facing east. Delete to 5365.
Come on, Indonesia, get moving.
Singapore Tower, Singapore 3959 Heavy on final 02 center.
Singapore ground, Singapore 8173 ready to taxi.
Victor, Papa, Alpha, Kilo, Foxtrot, cleared to land, runway 02 left.
Clear to land, runway 02 left. Victor Papa Alpha Kilo Foxtrot.
Melinda 8613, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center.
Cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center. Malindo 8613.
Singapore 3228 Super, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 left.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 02 left. Singapore
I think we're
3228
going to have a
Super.
go around. I should have waited
Singapore
until...
ground. Singapore 967 Heavy ready to taxi.
Singapore ground. China Eastern 1253 ready to taxi.
China Eastern 1253, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8 via Romeo.
Taxi to runway
Scooter
02
6270
Tango 8
Heavy,
via
pushback
Romeo.
approved, facing
China Eastern
south.
1253.
Pushback approved facing south.
Air
Scooter
India
6270 heavy.
9409, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved
Singapore
facing south.
3638
Air India
Heavy,
94009.
pushback approved, facing south. Batik 364, taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8. Had a mental blank there.
Pushback approved facing south.
Scooter
Singapore
6112,
363.
pushback approved, facing east.
Taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8. Batik 364.
Shungfang 2356 Heavy, taxi to ramp.
Pushback approved facing east. Scooter 6112.
Paletta 5365, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 9er.
Taxi to ramp. Shangfeng 2356
Singapore
Heavy.
7548 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Tango Romeo, hold short Victor. Oh, actually no.
Taxi to runway 02 center at
Singapore
Tango 9er. Delete to
7548
5365.
Heavy, taxi to terminal via Tango Sierra, hold short Victor. Wait,
Taxi to terminal via Tango, Romeo. Hold short of taxiway Victor. Singapore 7548 Heavy.
We didn't get a go around? Indonesia 4981, contact departure. Melinda 8613, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal via Tango, Sierra.
Vietnam
Hold short of
Airlines
taxiway Victor.
2377,
Singapore
cleared to land, runway
7548
02
Heavy.
left.
Departure on 128.6. Indonesia 4981. Good day.
Good day.
Departure on 128.6, Malindo 8613.
Singapore
Good day.
967 Heavy, cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 02 center.
Clear to land, runway 02 left. Vietnam Airlines 2377.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 02 center. Singapore 967 Heavy.
Singapore Tower, Victor Papa Alpha Kilo Foxtrot and final 02 left.
Singapore 5827, taxi to terminal.
Taxi to terminal.
Scooter
Singapore
6270 Heavy, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8. Scooter 7642 Heavy, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8. Scooter 6112, follow company. Singapore 9749, cleared to land, runway 02 left. Singapore 3228 Super, contact departure.
Taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8. Scooter 6270 Heavy.
Singapore 3959 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Tango Sierra.
Taxi to runway 02, center
Sri Lankan
at Tango 8.
4110
Scooter
Heavy,
7642
cleared for
heavy.
immediate takeoff, runway 02 left.
Follow company. Scooter 6112.
Cleared to land, runway 02 left, Singapore 9749er.
Wow.
Departure on 128.6, Singapore 3228 Super. Good day.
Singapore 5186 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 02 center.
Taxi to terminal via Tango,
Oh.
Sierra. Singapore 3959 heavy.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 02 left. Sri Lankan 4110
Singapore
heavy.
8173, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center. Palita 5365, cleared for takeoff, runway 02 center.
Cleared to land, runway 02 center, Singapore 5186 Heavy.
Victor Papa Alpha Kilo Foxtrot, taxi to ramp.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 02 center. Singapore 8173.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 02 center. Delete to
Singapore
5365.
3638 Heavy, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8 via Romeo 7 Romeo.
Taxi to ramp, Victor Papa Alpha Kilo Foxtrot.
Taxi to runway 02, center at Tango
Vietnam
8
is gonna go
via
around.
Romeo 7, Romeo. Singapore 3638 Heavy.
Singapore ground. Scooter 764
Vietnam
heavy ready
Airlines
to taxi.
2377, contact departure. Singapore 963 Heavy, contact departure. Singapore 967 Heavy, contact departure.
Departure on 128.6, Vietnam Airlines 2377. Good day.
Philippines 6314 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south. China Eastern 1253, cleared for takeoff, runway 02 center.
Negative. I'm in the air. Singapore 967 heavy. Departure on 128.6, Singapore 967 heavy. Good day.
Pushback approved facing south, Philippines 6314 Heavy.
Batik 6884, pushback approved, facing south. Singapore 7233 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south. Singapore 4290 Heavy, pushback approved, facing east. Cebu Air 2674, pushback approved, facing south.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 02 center, China Eastern
Sri Lankan
1253.
4110 Heavy, contact departure. Singapore 8173, contact departure. Palita 5365, contact departure.
Pushback approved facing south. Singapore 7233 heavy.
Batik 364, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 left. Singapore 884 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 02 center. Redcap 7980, cleared to land, runway 02 left.
Pushback approved facing east. Singapore 4290
Singapore 7548 Heavy, continue taxi.
Pushback approved facing south. Cebu Air 2674.
Cebu.
Departure on 128.6, Sri Lankan
Qatari
4110 heavy.
5027 Heavy, pushback approved, facing north.
Departure on 128.6.
iFly
Singapore
2345,
8173.
pushback
Good day.
approved, facing south.
Departure on 128.6, delete to 5365.
Batik
Good day.
6884, pushback approved, facing south. Singapore 9749er, taxi to terminal via Quebec Tango.
Clear for immediate takeoff. Runway
Air
02
India
left.
94009er, taxi
364.
to runway 02 center at Tango 8. Scooter 6270 Heavy, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center.
Cleared to land, runway 02 center, Singapore 884 Heavy.
Cleared to land, runway 02 left.
Continue taxi, Singapore 7548 Heavy.
Pushback approved facing north, Qatari 5027 Heavy.
Pushback approved facing south. iFly
Air
2345.
India 94009er, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8.
Pushback approved facing south. Boutique 6884.
Taxi to terminal via Quebec Tango, Singapore 9749er.
Scooter 2215, cleared to land, runway 02 left.
Cleared for immediate takeoff,
Cebu
runway
Air
02 center.
2674,
Scooter
taxi
6270
to
Heavy.
runway 02 center at Tango 9er.
Taxi to runway 02 center.
Singapore
at Tango
7233
8.
Heavy,
Air India
taxi
94009er.
to runway 02 center at Tango 9er via Uniform.
Clear to land. Runway 02 left. Scooter 2215.
Qatari 5027 Heavy, taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8. Batik 364, contact departure. China Eastern 1253, contact departure.
Taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 9er. Cebu Air 2674.
Singapore 5186 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Tango Sierra Victor, hold short Victor.
Taxi to runway 02
Batik
center at Tango 9er
6884,
via
taxi
uniform.
to runway 02
Singapore
left
7233
at
Heavy.
Whiskey 8.
Taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8, Qatari 5027 Heavy.
Departure on 128.6. Boutique 364. Good day.
Singapore 1534 Heavy, taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8 via Romeo.
Departure on 128.6, China Eastern 1253. Good day.
What was that?
Taxi to terminal via Tango, Sierra, Victor. Hold short of taxiway Victor, Singapore 5186 Heavy.
I've been bitten by a mosquito on my ankle and it's itchy as anything. Okay, I am back from dealing with my mosquito bite.
Taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8. Boutique 6884.
Scooter 6270 Heavy, contact departure. Singapore 5027 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 02 center.
Negative. Need pushback first. Singapore 1534 Heavy.
Scooter 7642 Heavy, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center.
Taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8. Singapore 4290 Heavy.
Taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8 via Sierra. iFly 2345.
Philippines 6314 Heavy, taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8 via Romeo 7 Sierra.
Departure on 128.6, Scooter 6270 Heavy. Good day.
More.
Cleared to land, runway 02 center, Singapore 5027 Heavy.
Okay, cool.
Cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center, Scooter 7642 Heavy.
What happened to Red Cap?
Taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8 via Romeo 7 Sierra Philippine
Scooter
631 for heavy.
5451, cleared to land runway 02 left. Singapore 769 Heavy, cleared to land runway 02 center. I got another Heavy. Are you a Heavy?
Cleared to land, runway 02 left. Scooter 5451.
Singapore 3638 Heavy, cleared for immediate takeoff runway 02 center.
Cleared to land, runway 02 center. Singapore 769er Heavy.
Cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center.
Singapore
363.
884 Heavy.
Singapore ground, Batik 364
Singapore
ready to taxi.
884 Heavy, taxi to terminal. Oh,
Taxi to
I've
terminal.
got a red one.
Singapore 884 Heavy.
Singapore Tower, Vietnam Airlines 2377 on final 02 left.
Air Canada 8820 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Air Canada 8820 Heavy.
Singapore taking off.
Singapore ground, delete to 5365 ready to taxi.
You're not. Oh.
Singapore ground, Singapore 3638 Heavy ready to taxi.
Singapore ground, Scooter 6270 Heavy ready to taxi.
Singapore Tower, Singapore 9749er on final 02 left.
Singapore 62907 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing south. Singapore 62.
Thai 99000, pushback approved, facing south. Batik 6884, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 left. Redcap 79080, taxi to terminal via Victor Romeo Uniform.
Pushback approved facing south. Thai 99000.
Singapore 5186 Heavy, continue taxi.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 02 left. Batik 6884.
Scooter 7642 Heavy, contact departure. Scooter 7642 Heavy, contact departure.
Continue taxi. Singapore 5186 Heavy.
Departure on 128.6, Scooter 7642 Heavy. Good day. Singapore ground, Air India
Cebu
9409
Air
ready to taxi.
1259, pushback approved, facing south. Singapore 1534 Heavy, pushback approved, facing south. Scooter 2215, taxi to ramp. Scooter 1558, pushback approved, facing north.
Pushback approved facing south.
Scooter 6112, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center. Cebu Air 2674, cleared for takeoff, runway 02 center. Singapore 3638 Heavy, contact departure. Cargo King 6650 Heavy, cleared to land runway 02 left.
Pushback approved facing south. Singapore 1534
Thai
Heavy.
99000, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8.
Pushback approved facing north, Scooter 1558.
Air Canada 8820 Heavy, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 9 via Uniform.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Runway 02 center. Scooter 6112.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway
Scooter
02 center.
2215,
Cebu Air
taxi
2674.
to ramp. Turkish 8334 Heavy, pushback approved, facing east.
Departure on 128.6. Singapore 3638 Heavy. Good day.
Clear to land, runway 02 left. Cargo
Singapore
King
2182,
6650 heavy.
cleared to land, runway 02 left. Where's Scooter 541?
Taxi to
Oh,
runway
5451.
02, center, at Tango 8, Thai 900.
Taxi to runway 02, center, at Tango 9er, via uniform. Air Canada 8820 heavy.
Qatari 5027 heavy, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 left. I think I just had to go around
Taxi
again.
to ramp. Scooter 2215.
Pushback approved facing east. Turkish 8334
Batik 6884, contact departure. Scooter 6112, contact departure.
Clear to land. Runway 02 left. Singapore 2182.
Singapore 5027, taxi to terminal. Singapore 5027 heavy, taxi to terminal. Singapore 3409 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 left. Qatari 5027 heavy.
Air India 9409 cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center. Singapore 7233 heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 02 center. Cebu Air 1259, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 9.
Departure on 128.6, Batik 6884. Good day, good job.
Myanmar 7268, pushback approved, facing north. Singapore 1603 super, pushback approved, facing east.
Departure on 128.6, Scooter
Singapore
6112.
6297 heavy, taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8 via Sierra.
Command property error. Singapore 5027 heavy.
Scooter 5451, taxi to terminal. Scooter 1558, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8. Singapore 1524. Singapore 1534 heavy, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8. Cebu Air 2374, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal. Singapore 5027 heavy.
Singapore 4290 heavy, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center.
Pushback approved, facing south. Singapore 3409 heavy.
What happened to Cargo King?
Cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 center, Air India 9409.
Cargo King was a go around.
Cleared for takeoff,
Cargo
runway
King
02
6650
Singapore
heavy,
7233 heavy.
contact departure.
Taxi to runway 02, center, at Tango 9er, Cebu Air 1259er.
Pushback approved facing north. Myanmar 7268.
Scooter 761, pushback approved, facing north. Qantas 4371 heavy, pushback approved, facing south.
Pushback approved facing east. Singapore 1603 super.
Singapore 3409 heavy, taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8.
Taxi to runway 02
Singapore
left at Whiskey 8 via
769
Sierra.
heavy,
Singapore
taxi to
6297
terminal
heavy.
via Romeo 5.
Taxi to terminal. Scooter 5451.
Qatari 5027 heavy, contact departure. Singapore 7233 heavy, contact departure. Air India 9409, contact departure. Vietnam Airlines 2377, cleared to land, runway 02 left. Gulf Air 2686 heavy, cleared to land, runway 02 center. Vietnam Airlines 2377, cleared to land, runway 02 left. Qantas 8944 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 02 centre. Bangkok Air 8970, cleared to land, runway 02 left. Qantas 8944 Heavy, cleared to land, runway 02 centre.
Taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8, scooter 1558.
Taxi to runway 02 center at Tango 8, Singapore 1534
iFly
heavy.
2345, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 left.
Departure on
Turkish
128.6. Cebu Air
8334
2674.
Heavy,
Good day.
taxi to runway 02 centre at Tango 8. Singapore 1603 Super, taxi to runway 02 left at Whiskey 8 via Tango Sierra.
Cleared for immediate
Qantas
takeoff.
4371
Runway 02
Heavy,
center.
taxi to runway
Singapore
02 left
4290
at
heavy.
Whiskey 8.
Departure on 128.6, cargo King 6650 heavy. Good day.
Myanmar 7268. Myanmar 7268, taxi to runway 02 centre at Tango 8.
Pushback approved facing north.
Thai
Scooter 761.
99900, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 centre.
Pushback approved facing south. Qantas 4371 heavy.
Thai 99900, cleared for immediate takeoff, runway 02 centre.
Taxi to runway 02
Cebu
center
Air
at Tango 8.
1259,
Singapore
cleared for
3409 heavy.
cancel.
Taxi to terminal via Romeo 5. Singapore 769 heavy.
Departure on 128.6, Qatari 5027 Heavy. Good day.
Departure on
Singapore
128.6,
778
Singapore
Heavy.
7233 heavy. Good day.
Pushback approved facing south.
Departure on
Air India
128.6, Air India
3879,
9409.
pushback
Good day.
approved facing east.
Negative, unknown command, Vietnam Airlines 2377.
Clear to land. Runway 02 center. Gulf Air 2686 heavy.
Clear to land, runway 02 left. Vietnam Airlines 2377.
Negative, unknown command, Qantas 8944 heavy.
Clear to land. Runway 02 left. Bangkok Air 8970.
Cleared to land, runway 02 center, Qantas 8944 heavy.
Cleared for immediate takeoff.
Qantas
Runway 02
8944
left. iFly 2345.
Heavy, contact departure. And
Taxi to
on
runway
that
02
note, ladies and gentlemen,
center
I
at Tango
think
8,
we are going
Turkish
to call the
8334
episode there as Qantas goes around. I apologise to anybody from Melbourne, Australia that was heading into Singapore on Qantas 8944 today. I do apologise. Enjoy a scenic view of the Malacca Strait and Singapore as you go around and approach the airport again. I do hope that you have enjoyed the episode, another stint here at Singapore. I do want to try and do an early morning or an evening stint as well. I just noticed that the livery's not that good. Something's gone wrong on that Qantas with the T and the A. But yeah, another episode in the books, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you do get notified of when new content does come out. I am Gilbee and I Game, and I will catch you in the next one.